for a little bit of my own history, I actually had a compound fracture in my arm a few years ago in a wrestling match, and I have a plate and 16 screws and probably it's about a foot long. I don't know if you probably can't see it because
I can see it. Well,
but I got like a foot long scar there, and I can tell you that after having like a torn ACL, meniscus, MCL, and having to have surgery on that the recovery from the compound fracture was a lot easier to deal with than having a bunch of tendon damage and stuff like that. So, it's like this might be a career ender. I mean, I'm sure. I think Chris Weidman will come back. He'll be able to come back. I'm sure. He's had some very bad luck over the past few years when it comes to results in fights. But I don't think this is something that's going to like be detrimental and ruin his life outside of the cage for the rest of his or ruin him outside of the cage for the rest of his life. So I don't want to say like it's not as bad, I don't think, as it appears on the surface, these sort of injuries. Like I said, I had a plate put in, and it's an arm compared to a leg, which is a little bit different. But the biggest issue is dealing with, he's going to have atrophy in the leg. He's going to have atrophy in the hip. There's going to be issues with that. But as long as he can kind of rehab that, I would think he'd be able to get back to being as good or as close to new as anybody else. So